guys, how are you doing? Guys, I just came in from off the road and seriously, I know that I'm not the only one. Have you been wondering what's going on with the weather? What's going on with the weather? I don't know, but the weather is moving some kind of way and I don't like it. I don't like it any at all. Anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just show you some of the things that I bought today. First, wok. So some of you are aware of wok. So yes, my love, I heard about it. Not just heard about it. It's just that I've been wanting one for the longest while. And now I have just gotten one for myself. So this one, I got it from Dunelm for those in the UK. I got it from Dunelm. So you can see that I'm just opening it. So let us look at it. Good thing is that this one, it has the lid. Nice. Heavy. So you know that this is good. This is good something, right? The bottom as well, it is non-stick. So of course, you know, you can't go wrong when you're using non-stick. So yes, this is my thing. And of course, every now and then you'll see me doing a little cooking and stuff. So this is what they call the wok. Of course, you know, sometimes we call it, this is really for stir fry, but of course you can fry anything in it. So yes, they call it wok. Okay, all right, so this out of the way. Ordinary stuff, you know, summer is coming up. So in my household, I don't know about your household, but the glass. People in my household, they can mash them up like nothing. Quick. So I'm just topping it up. I got myself 2 glasses. And then, let me see. This now is the first I'm going to try this. So this is like the glass type, the transparent type of cups. And you know that in the UK, we tend to drink a lot of tea. So of course, we can't go wrong. So let me see. This one, oh, I forgot. This, the wok, £27 at Dunelm. For this, the cups, the glass cups, £3.50 each. And then for this kind of glass, especially if you have children, then of course you know that they tend to break things off. So if you want to save yourself, buy the heavy duty ones. These are at Dunelm. Of course, you have to catch a bargain before they're finished. And one, let me see, this is for £1.25 each. So with the summer coming up, children are going to be at home. So you know that you'll be making a lot of drinks and stuff. Get yourself, if you need to top up what you have at home, then of course get yourself some of these. So guys, as I was saying, with the sun, I don't know what's happening with the weather. So what I'm going to tell you a bit about, you know, what I think, etc. But what I'm going to do first is that I'm going to make myself a cup of tea. Yes, in the UK, we drink a lot of tea. I'm going to make myself a cup of tea. Then we are going to sit. I'm going to show you like some of the travels that I've done, you know, for the day and thing while we sit. And then we're going to talk about, you know, what's going on with the weather and thing. So as soon as I make myself a cup of tea, finish making my cup of tea, then we are going to sit and we are going to talk. All right. Let me sit down and hold a reason a little bit. Because, you know, this weather, I don't know what to think about it. And I don't know what you think about it. All right. So in my cup, people, I'm on a health journey. And I no longer use like sugar as it is. So I use honey instead. So in my cup, I have honey and ginger. And the ginger that I'm using this time, it's not tea bag ginger. It's a natural ginger where you just cut a little piece of it, put it in the cup, bips, baps, and we're done. All right. All right, let me make myself comfortable. To be fair, it was raining, but it was not that cold. So that was one thing about the weather today. Of course, we know that, you know, in the UK, we said that we have, the weather is so temperamental. You can have up to 5 different weather is one day. Not really 5, of course, I'm exaggerating, but you can have up to 3, etc. So that is nothing new. But I know that it is, apart from the fact that yes, in the UK the weather is like that, people. The thing is that I think because now is spring, so usually we would see less rain and more, the sun starting to come out, reminding us that summer is just around the corner. But people, I don't know what is happening, like I've said. And of course, let us hold a reason. I know that I'm talking about the UK, but to be fair, the weather conditions everywhere is changing. Climate change is real. The climate change, people. At first I was thinking that it can't be that bad. But now, just the other day, well, I should not, before I go overseas, just the UK has experienced at least 3 tornadoes this year, at least 3, and I'm saying at least. Now, some people will say, why is that shocking? It is shocking for us in the UK because we don't normally have experienced those kind of stuff. When we hear about tornadoes, we think about like America because that is where you normally hear about those things. But so for it to be happening in the UK is signs of the times. It is telling you that it is true. Climate change is here. And what was even more surprising as well is that we actually had, let me see, an earthquake. Yes, an earthquake. Well, for me, it is surprising. Of course, coming from Jamaica, we know that we have earthquake, we have hurricane, storms. We are used to it. Not tornadoes. We don't know about, well, I didn't know about tornadoes. I don't know of tornadoes happening in Jamaica. But just to say that these things, it is a bit scary. I don't know how you feel about it, but whenever I hear about these things, it is a bit scary. As a matter of fact, talking about Jamaica, I actually heard that the sea came over into the road, way over into the road. I think it happened in January, but I know it happened sometime during this year. So it's the early part of the year. When, I don't know about you people, but whenever I hear about these things, I get nervous, right? I don't know why. Ever since, those who are old enough to remember, I think it was a tsunami, I think it was in India. Ever since there was a tsunami in India, it's like whenever I hear of these things, I can't help but feeling slightly scared. Of course, some people are going to say that, look, it is signs of the times, in the last days. For those who believe in the Bible, those who have been reading the Bible, you will know that in it, there are things about what will happen in the last days. So I know that some people will say, yes, all the wars that you're hearing about, all the climate change, everything that you're hearing, these are things to expect in the last days. But to be honest with you people, I'm only human, and I know that some of you are concerned about it as well. So you're only human, we are only human, even though, yes, we know that in some cases it is signs of the time. We can't help but feeling worried about what is happening out there. Because in the UK, all of this weekend, we have experienced so much rain. Well, now that I am home, I can see that the sun has come out, but I can tell you that yesterday it was not like that. This morning it was not like that. But if it is climate change, I'm not sure how much can be done about it, because when you look into it, with climate the more that things are advancing technology, it has its setbacks as well. So when you look into it, yes, because everybody wants to move with the time, perhaps first time, you would see people like more, I know about like in Jamaica, you would more see them riding like donkeys and etc. Nowadays, everybody want to own their own vehicles. And of course, nobody can blame anybody, because I think that it has to do with saying things that things have changed. Because in olden days, for example, parents used to stay home, or for example, the mother used to stay home. A lot of people used to do farming. So that is why they usually have like the animals have the donkeys to go home to carry them to and fro from the farm. Nowadays, what is happening that you have more people going out to work, and with more people coming out to work, what is available is more money. And I'm not just now I'm switching, not I was just giving examples in Jamaica, an example in Jamaica. Now I'm switching to all over. Now you have more people going out to work, and with more people going out to work, there is more income. When you have more income at your disposal, then of course, the temptation is there for you to spend more, because you are now in a position to afford more stuff. So nowadays, the first thing, for example, that youngsters want to do, they will tell you that the first thing they want to do is to buy their own car, which, definitely that is the trend nowadays. So you can't stop anybody from wanting to acquire certain stuff. But when all of us want to have our own vehicles, myself included, then of course the environment suffer. That is a part of what is happening, what is causing climate change as well, because everywhere you go there is more pollution. So technology in a way is responsible for the climate change. You are responsible for climate change partially. I am partially responsible for climate change as well, right? But I have been thinking, because everywhere you go, you notice that governments are trying their best, right, to slow down the process. But do you think that it will work? What do you think, guys? Do you think it will ever work? So, for example, here in the UK, you have to actually pay to drive on certain roads. So that is known as congestion charge. They call it ULS as well. So the idea behind having a charge, congestion charge, so on certain roads, built up roads, you pay up to £15 per day. This is what they call congestion fee to drive on those roads. So you can see that in a way the government is actually trying to do its part. So the idea behind that is that if people realize that they have to pay this extra fee for driving their vehicles, it will deter, or it should deter them from actually owning a vehicle, or even if they own a vehicle, they will think twice about driving the vehicle at certain times. Because the idea is for more people to use public transportation. Because at least the public transportation, the bus is going to hold a lot of people, whereas when you're in your car, it's just you alone. So, if everybody is driving, that is more pollution, in going in the air and stuff, and that is affecting the climate as well. So, when you look into it, I can see that yes, the government is trying in that area as well. I don't know about you. What measures are you seeing different in your country? Because in Jamaica, you actually have that as well. Let me see. Yeah, toll road. They call it toll road. So I don't know if that is working. What do you think, people? So over here, we have congestion charge. In Jamaica, you have the toll road, and that should deter people from driving, from making people, it is there to help people to make wise decisions when they are making their trips, right? So what do you think? Do you think that it will work? Do you think that more needs to be done, to assist the climate? Or do you believe that what different governments are doing, that it will actually help? Or do you think that things should just run its natural course? Because interestingly, what you realize is that, okay, people are focusing on like the small things, the emission that's going up in the air, I should say, when it comes on to vehicle emission. Okay, people are doing their best, because even now, what you will find is that more people are recycling as well. So all of those will actually help the climate as well. You have you actually have the choice of doing things online nowadays. You can even have an e-bank account where, instead of you getting like a monthly statement through your mail, you can actually just view it online. So all of these are there to assist the climate. But is there anything else, or do you think that more should be done to help the climate? And if so, what can people do? What is happening in your country? Are you worried about climate change? Are you seeing, the effects of climate change in your area, as in your country as well? Let me know. Talk to me, guys. Drop it in the comment section, and let's have a discussion. Until no, before I go, I should say thank you to those all the new subscribers. If you have watched this video, if this is the first time that you're seeing one of my videos, I'm going to say go back on the channel, look at the other videos that are uploaded, and of course, if you support this channel, if you like what's going on, then of course subscribe. Remember to like as well. So yes, you are viewing as well, and I'm so grateful, people, because this is a young channel and it is growing. So now let's take it one step further. Drop a like whenever you have watched the videos, and start by putting a like on this video. Until I upload another video, my Destiny family, peace.